What's going on? How are you, bud? I'm well. How are you doing? Thanks for having me on. Man, I can't wait for next weekend. Obviously, we're en route to Vegas. Where are you at? We are halfway down the highway between Boise, Idaho, and Twin Falls, Idaho right now. You're pulled over on the side of the road. Actually, one of the guys who traveled with us just got found out coming off his motorcycle. So we might now we're getting this thing up to the road again, and we're just pulled off the side of the highway here at just an hour after 2 miles down. Aaron, it's been a while since you and I have been on the show here. You're coming off a victory the last time we got on. And I know you're no stranger to victory lane. How did the rest of the interview season go? Were you picking up? Yeah, we had a really busy year this season. It's been great. A lot of really strong runs with the drive group right around Wilson, Fortuna, in the western half of the country. Great speed. Car was working great everywhere we went. Just kind of got caught up in a bunch of fortunes. It's one of those years. Last year we couldn't go wrong. This year, kind of can't do no right. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. It's like good with the ball. But we had good speed all year long. I'm really proud of what we did now after all year. We finished out the Northwest season in Meridian, Idaho at the Big Lady Classic. We were able to run second there. We had a really, really good car all night long there. So, proud of our efforts, proud of our team. And then, had a pretty solid season with the Muskies Spring. The eastern half of the country in the state of construction 36. Had a lot of good rounds. We were able to pick one up out of Ohio at Sandusky. Unfortunately, that speedway just traded hands, so I know everyone's right there. It's kind of anxiously waiting the outcome of that land transfer to see what the future of that racetrack is. It seems to be the story this year, right? Same thing here in Ontario. Wisconsin Speedway and NFL just outside Barrie, Ontario. It's one of those clear stone racetracks for the province. And Brian and Andrew Thomas decided that this was going to be the last year running the speedway. So the track still goes in great shape. But at this point, hasn't got a person that's going to operate it. But we've heard in the background that there's a group of guys getting together to in fact go ahead and develop it. We're still waiting on the announcements. It's kind of a exciting time, right? Even for you guys, you got these race cars. You want to do one thing, and that's race stuff. And you don't want to see any cracks fall off the map. That's exactly it. Ourselves being the racers and car owners and everyone involved with the racing side of the entity and the track operators and track owners, we're in business together. We all need each other. We need the racetracks if we want to go racing, and they need us if they want to put a show on. So we got to do the best we can, work together, and help each other out. Not to be seen the western half of Canada or the western end of Canada is in really good shape right now. We've had two facilities been taken over recently by great families, the Lake Campbell and Saratoga Speedway, and the Seabrook Penticton Speedway. And it's really nice to see speedways changing hands and having big infrastructure upgrades and a bright future ahead of them. So this is looking really positive right now. All our racetracks are in great shape. The Northwest Sprint Tour just announced their schedule a couple of days ago. We've got 2 stops at my home track in the ABC, so really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great summer racing next year in British Columbia. To get to that, we got to go to next weekend in Vegas. As mentioned right off the top, Aaron, you're a guy that won this race. You've taken a 50K role, and well, it's one of my memorable nights. I know here I am in Ontario watching you guys do what you do, but that was my eye-opener into what you do. I'll have that race with me forever, just like you, man. That was an awesome show. Yeah, it was really a really special weekend for us and everyone involved with the Clarence Group with Aaron Willison 14 car. Just had a really, really awesome call. And to be able to go up to Vegas, an event of just magnitude, to have this and be able to pavement sprint car in the Oakville community, the pavement Oakville community, and have an event like this is really, really awesome. So it just brought so much attention to our sport and pavement sprint car racing in general, put it up on such a huge stage. And it allowed everyone from all over the country to be able to get together, all congregate in one place, and go racing, right? Because it's never ending. You always have Canada, you have everyone bouncing off how good the guys in the Midwest are, how good the guys in Florida are, the guys down in California. So it was an awesome opportunity to get all of North America together and go racing. And we're really excited about it. We're excited to go back this year. A lot of great cars coming. Big field expected. So it's going to be a fantastic weekend of racing. Right? Before we go, the time is on you. It always seems to be you're one of the guys you are that on to beat when it comes down to any big sponsors in the sprint program also. Are you going to target this one any different than you have in the past? If you got a pretty good the secret sauce, you've got that down to the good. Yeah, we're going to start baseline to start from. Well, I try to treat it as every other event. There's no sense putting too much pressure on yourself over one thing over another. Like every single race is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to do well, and it's an opportunity for things to go wrong as well. So we're going to sit up with our best set of shoes on, look through the whole car top to bottom, fresh driveline, fresh motor, do everything we can to feel like we're bringing the best product to the track and we're going to have a strong car. So it's a little different than prepping for a regular race season because it is just one event where we're going to go through the car top to bottom. And after this, it's going to be a complete refresh again to get ready for the Northwest season. So you put a lot into the backside of it and a lot into the preparation and make sure that you bring a great piece to the track. But as far as the actual race of the weekend itself, I try to approach it like every other race. And you do dynamite travel with Aaron Willison, driver of the 13th, getting ready to go to Vegas. He is a student with a massive interview this week on the show. Aaron, when you get there, qualifying no day is the first thing on the list. Well, I guess practice, and then qualifying comes up. Everybody's going to take a lot of the qualifying, as you always do. You kind of do what you always do, and focus on that. You want the pole, it's not a big deal if you haven't done it. Well, qualifying is important in this format. The pole isn't the be-all, but you want to be in the top 12, because the top 12 is going to place you on the front row of one of the heat races, and the heat races are what's going to lock you into the feature. The top 2 out of each heat race will go to the pole shuffle and redraw for that to line us up to the main. I believe third place and fourth go to the main as well. So qualifying is important. You want to be able to start those heat races up front because with wing sprint cars, when there's not a lot of cars on the track and it's a full race, it can kind of get strung out. We'll line up like this one. So we want to go have a strong qualifying effort, be able to start preferably lead or be able to pull of our heat race, lead that for the start, try our best to get a good start, get out front, get clean out, and go log that heat race. So that is the first part of the weekend. We got to go qualify well, qualify in the top class, make sure we're in the front row of our heat race, and the rest of our weekend straight back from that. And I've watched you in this event now a couple of years. You pivot right to the bottom of the racetrack. You're right at the bottom of the one of 2 same things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like if you ran up a lane. Obviously, the place to be is on the bottom, watching for the number of laps at once. But to pass cars, you got to be up top, or you're trying to find a hole underneath. Is there any problem moving up, and can you move up if you need to? Well, the track, the bull ring in Las Vegas is a really bottom-dominant track. The banking's consistent top to bottom, so you're not gaining any banking by heading up the hill, and it's a real tight rig in the corner, so kind of look at the bottom, left side to the line, it's always going to be the fastest way around that. A lot has been done those years with this event. The traffic management there worked really hard at prepping the outside lane and trying to create a second group the best they can. And early in the weekend, it just has never quite taken, and it's not. We haven't been able to create enough grip up in the second lane to make it faster than being around the bottom. Both years, even last year, got really racing through the feature. I see a lot of cars out there got 30 there. It started to We're going to be low 20s during the day, down to maybe 15, 12 at night. So that is good weather and good temperature, particularly during the day to get the traction compound up. And willing to bet they'll be applying the same traction compound in the second lane in efforts to create two-lane racing. The warmer temperatures should help that take rubber, and it should take rubber a lot faster. You may see people moving up the track a lot later in the weekend. It won't happen right off the round, but as the weekend progresses, by the end of the practice day on the Thursday, I'm willing to bet you'll see some people moving around a little bit, and rubber starting to be laid further up the track.
So it is still 100 laps this year, right? It's 100 laps to the distance. How many 100 lap mean events do you run this season?
We do one other one, unfortunately the Classic and Meridian, the 100 laps. That one is vested into 3 segments, and they all run 100 laps one night. And this one is 2 segments, so we stop at lap 50, the red flag, we stop on the track, refuel the cars, and we're allowed to change the right rear tire at the halfway break as well. So, the 100 lap races are fun. I really do enjoy the races. I enjoy the management side of it, trying to keep the tires on the car, and kind of making decisions of what parts of the car you abuse and when you abuse them, right? So, a lot of thought and effort has to go into that, and then putting a new right rear lane with the central left rear being having a pretty sustained heat cycle on, like 50 laps is a long run in these cars. Most of our features are not even 50 laps. So, the only put a right rear on and trying to retain balance in something else in the future is always fun too.
It's a really good dance. I think that some of the T50s that moving at Racetime Radio on the East Coast together, and I'll just point out that 90 down the Fair's Broadway, the first 125 laps was a missile, and out front he could pass, he could was able to run anywhere, and the car was on point. He come into the pit area, and halfway, everybody comes in, they pick up right front tires, and out he goes for the second half, and he dropped like a rock. From the green flag in the second half, right through, I think they had to cross him like 10 laps in, and honestly, he dropped all the way back to the 10th on brand new spins, and he didn't wait to the back of the bit, put the old tires back on the car, and regained all the spots he lost, but it is a gamble. Even though you can pick up that red green, sometimes it's a gamble. After every time you hit that home, you say, look, I'm going to keep the tires around the car.
Not often, so, and for this event, like 50 laps on these cars and these tires is a long run. So we're pretty strung out, like the last 50 laps are kind of hanging in the lowest right. Put that right rear on is nice, but it does dramatically change the balance. Unfortunately, the tires, not unfortunately, I think it's good. These tires are going to be all dusty gray, and the cars will slow down throughout the course of that run. So having a new right rear line, you will be faster no matter what. It's going to depend, who has a better balance with that new right rear line. And, but I really enjoy being on these tires. As they degrade throughout the main event, that's where you start to see it happening and people moving around, and the people who are able to better manage their tires and stuff like that start to rise to the top. So I enjoy the longer races, I enjoy the tire management side of it, and having a car that's going to be receptive to only putting one new tire on it halfway and filling it back into the cap of fuel, like 50 laps at a 3-mile track with these cars, we're going to be putting a big fuel load in the back, and there's a couple hundred pounds that we're hanging off the back bumper as well.
You run it there, but you can't wait to burn it off, all of that kind of stuff. We're with Aaron Willison, he is our steers on CB Equipment, interview of the week, getting ready for Vegas. It's huge. Do you know how many cars we got coming in for this one this weekend?
I believe the registration's capped at 70, and they're just under that. They're high 60s. Both years we've had just around 50 cars, because we always get a bunch more people registering and actually showing up, but we have right around 50 cars both years, so it is a lot of cars. It's a big field, and it's one of those events that you've got to show up to get every duck in the row, and you can't have any slip-ups. You've got to qualify well, you've got to run well in your heat race, and if that doesn't go well for you, you are in a deep hole. Now, you're going to see your deep hole just like that. It can happen quick. So make sure you're prepared, your equipment's in order, and you execute properly, right?
Yeah, and I precisely was having a roundup this last year. Apple got coming through to see with the BBVA, and he did all of that, got to a particular point, and then launched the boat right to me, and nowhere to go. Maybe went right under it, but maybe I don't know, Ryan, let's going to be out there, and going to be one of those competitors. Can't wait to see all of you guys on this racetrack. Aaron, you're on it. Rule number one, it was so funny for anyone that didn't see it. Everything Richard did, unlicensed fires that you're going to drop his line there. So where is this guy going with this? And he has the big power underwear on him. And there he is. And you got him lined up and you got him ready to go for race time.
I sure do. I have more than sense. I get lost after Vegas, put back on the shelf, and then sitting in the cabinet behind me here. They're waiting and ready. So if we're on the front straight again, number one, prepare. Drop my gear.
Too much fun. Incredible. Sponsorship on the 14th car. All of you done ready to go for the weekend as always.
Yeah, you got it. Brad Baker tries to do some amazing things for us. So he's with us. He's actually the hotel that just had the time to come off the floor from, but I just see the drive back to the back lane again, so that's better. So yeah, Brad Baker does great things for us. Jason Cross, the Cake Steakhouse. If you're in the greater Victoria area and you travel stopping the Cake Steakhouse out there, Jason and his team do an excellent job taking care of you. And we've got LDI Industries keeping our parts in order for us. Kick Cookies, Pay for Your Speed, Bricklock Construction, they're on board for the weekend. Got the Safer Systems, and Triple C Excavating is off on for the weekend based on our outlook, so we're happy to have them on board as well.
Awesome stuff, man. Didn't expect anything different than how you fully labeled that. Will there be much adjustment in the wind this weekend with the temperatures sounding like they're going to be a little bit nicer? You have to play with the wind a lot to get that car hooked up or do you set it and leave it?
You know, we play with it a fair bit, and it's a very valuable tool to these cars. So when we get there in Thursday practice, it's going to be establishing where the track's at. And from the first year to the second year, we changed, and the balance of the car changed a fair bit from the first to the second year. So I'm going to unload the baseline. I believe it's close there, and how we make our first few runs is going to dictate where the wind's going to be on the turn for most of the weekend after that. And the winds on our cars are much the same as the dirt cars. We got cylinder up and that's driven by power steering pressure, and we're able to slide the wind forward and back to change the balance of the car as the tires wear and the fuel won't goes away. So having the car to have good balance with the wind where you want it on the car for the beginning of the feature is very, very important so that you don't run out of travel in one direction as your tires go away.
There's so much that is going on under that helmet. As these lights all flick down. Just amazing to watch. I can't wait to watch this again this time around. So you'll be heard on it for practice and on here.
Yep, you got it. So we Davidson added to the schedule out there. We loaded and stayed for all for Tuesday. And Wednesday we got to present the car and all our equipment to Tech. We'll over to Tech, get everything signed off on Wednesday. We do our tire selection Wednesday, so who's going to be out there and get our tires performing for the weekend. And then practice starts Thursday, so we got to put all our stuff in the car and get everything dialed in and get everything prepped for Friday and Saturday.
This year, for the season for 2025, we're going to cap it with Vegas and then trying to go back to Victoria and reload for 26.
Yep, that's it. That's going to be it for the weekend, and then we got a long winter ahead of us. I got a lot of projects going on at home. We've got motors to fresh and equipment to sorted out and get it ordered for next year, and it comes up in April.
It sure does. Man, I can't wait for the weekend. Aaron, thanks so much for the time. As always, you're always so gracious and jump on whenever I can get you on here. Immensely appreciate it. I can't wait to see what you and the rest of the Canadian contingent can pull off. Thank you, Carter Williams, going to be coming up. He's going to be out there with his modified this year. So we got something in a big division.
Yep, sure do. And you got good white come on as well. So he's on the same line. We're on the lead up for dinner tonight. Beer's on break. So looking forward to it. Lots of great Canadian teams coming.